time. Woo!
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the AFC East Shakedown live and in color on the Sports Dynasty podcast. My name is Trevor, and this is Juan. How you doing, bud?
he said live in color, like if it's 1970.
I don't know. Rick, I was listening to a lot of Rick Fair lately, and that was the one that dropped the most. Like, yeah, live and in color. I love this. This is great.
I'll start with that.
Yeah,
right? Slick Rick.
Yeah, man.
Let's bring in Boss Man. Let's get this going. My boy Tommy, how you doing, boss?
What's going on, man? You guys are freezing, choppy. Y'all got that Captain D internet over there, which is bad. What is going on? Let me see. Wave around. Let's see. There we go. I got good movement there. All right. I guess y'all all right now. All right.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there.
Don't get me upset.
Yeah,
I ain't paying for high internet for this, so don't get me upset.
Man, we gotta talk to your internet provider.
I don't think they want that from me.
Oh man. So what's going on, guys? You guys ready for fun football weekend with your 3-3 Patriots? Looking good. All right. And we talked about this last week. And do I gotta bring his name up? Choo choo. Are y'all on that train yet? That Zappa train? All aboard.
We're just happy we're winning. That's all. We're just good.
Hey man, I'm seeing reports. I am seeing reports.
We're gonna start with the Jets and Packers. We're not even gonna go here. Jets and Packers. Jets going on to Lambeau Field and just giving a wallop to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, 27-10. Tommy, did you see anything from this game? Because I didn't.
I saw my prediction was wrong yet again. The Jets to lose. I have predicted the Jets to lose every single weekend, and I'm right some, but mostly wrong. And the Jets are what, 4-2 now? Is that correct?
Yeah.
4-2. What is going on with the Jets? I don't know how they're doing it, but Green Bay, I'm sorry. They should have won, but that's a sorry-ass team, bro. Come on, man. In Green Bay, bro. Like I got last week, I'll get it. Okay, fine. You're playing in London. It ain't really a home game. You know what I mean? Was it the Giants, right, that beat them last week in London? Okay.
Correct.
Giants are, I would say they're a little better than the Jets, right? They got a better coach, I think, or maybe we'll see. Barkley's running really good, but what are the Jets? Man, I don't know how they're doing it. I guess they're dogfighting it. But Green Bay, sorry ass excuse for a team, bro. And people had them going to Super Bowl, really, bro? With not like that, bro. So, hey, kudos to the Jets. I got to, listen, it's hard to win in the NFL, especially on the road. I got to pull up their stats. Let's take a look here because I didn't really obviously watch the game. I saw highlights, but I am curious. Boy, big move by Sauce Gardner to wear the cheese head going off the field. Boy. I love it. Dude, that is great. That's like going on the Dallas Star in a way. You're kind of shitting on them. But, they deserved it. They deserved it. Zach Wilson, 10 of 18, 110. I mean, guys, 110 yards. That's nothing to friggin' write home about. I mean, that's no touchdowns, no interceptions, rating of 73. I mean, you're not going to win games like that, like throughout the whole season. Like they're going to need Zach Wilson to play better. I'll be honest with you. Like that is pitiful. However, Breece Hall is coming around. I said it last week. 116 rushing yards, 20 carries. They really put the juice on him. And the other running back at 41, Michael Carter. Other than that, receiving yards, 52. I mean, they're not really doing much passing-wise. But they didn't need to. And you go with what works, and their defense is getting stify. They're getting after quarterback. So I got to show them a little love, even though I still think that 4-2 record is, not really a 4-2 record. But I'll take it for now. But I think their days you're going to start seeing the Jets play at their level soon. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like that record is just like a little flawed, but we'll see. I mean, the Bills also started, 4-0, 4-1 one season. We were terrible at, after the last, 12 games. So we'll see how they finish. You know what I mean? But right now, hey, Hats off to him. Hats off to him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, we pull up their schedule before, and their schedule is brutal. Was brutal. Start the season off, and they're winning 4 games, 4 out of 6 games. I thought by this time they'd be at least 1-5, 1-5, because I thought that the schedule was so brutal. But they managed to win games that, honestly speaking, no one expected them to win. They bullied them. They bullied them up front. Honestly, they made that Packers defensive line look like babies. Breece Hall did whatever he wanted to do with it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. To be honest, you mentioned this before. 110 yards. They're very lucky that they ran into a really, really bad. This Packers team is not good.
What's up, Scott? How you doing today?
Scott is the man.
Scott Blakely in the house.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like this Packers team is really, really bad. Like they literally are going to give the Vikings the division by default, honestly. And how and the Vikings don't look that good either. They played. That's a whole nother story right then and there. But kudos to the Jets.
We'll talk about them next.
Yeah, I mean kudos to the Jets.
Miami.
Yeah. All right. Kudos to the Jets. At the end of the day, good for them. You know they're 4-2. That's none. They had 4 wins in October. When the last time they had 4 wins in October? So good for them.
Yeah, I like I said, man, I almost think it's just like they're catching the right. The Jets are catching the right opponents at the right time too. Maybe that's a little bit of it, a little bit of luck in there. Not luck, but I guess I don't like to say that. No, they're just catching the right. They're catching the right teams at the right time with their flaws, put it that way. And I think the Jets
are also going with the mold of this league. If you haven't noticed, a lot of teams are kind of going towards the running and defensive module, which is something we haven't seen in years, which is interesting. The only teams that are having their quarterbacks do their thing is you guys and Kansas City, because you guys are basically now have Mount Olympus level quarterbacks and everybody else is civilian, which is literally how it looks in the league now.
I agree, but go against a good rush defense, and that's
what we're waiting for. Yes,
yeah, and that recipe that's a recipe for disaster, right?
Which leads me to what I was going to say, and what I said on the last show that we've done is: are they hiding Zach Wilson, or they're just going with the flow? That's the question that we're going to have answered, actually, kind of soon. See, they play Denver tomorrow, and their offense is anemic, but their defense is top notch. So we'll see what happens with that tomorrow, and then next week they will be seeing Bill Belichick. So if Denver doesn't do it, Bill Belichick is going to take away Breece Hall. So we're going to get Zach Wilson answers within the next 2 weeks.
I agree with that statement, 100%. Like you'll know what the team's really about on those next 2 games on the docket. But right now you got to show them a little love. I mean, they are
very happy. The fans should be rejoicing because no matter what happens, they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, 100%. I'm shocked. I thought they would have 2 wins by that. I really did.
Me too, man.
Even for as bad as Green Bay's been playing, I still picked them to win because they were at Green Bay and they still have Aaron Rodgers. They still have like some weapons there. Like there's no excuse there. Like I still don't get it. But I guess Green Bay is worse than we thought. I guess it's just they're not good. Yeah, they're not good. 2 in a row. I mean, yikes. I mean, but it is what it is. Good for you, New Jersey Jets fans. By the way, Fox Sports fixed that because they were saying three New York teams are like, I don't know, 5-1, 4-2, and then they changed it to New Jersey for the slap in the face.
Their name is true. New York or whatever.
I get it.
I think they're 14-4. All 3 New York State teams.
Yeah,
I think they're 14-4. All you guys.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Yep. That's gonna change. The Giants, I don't think is gonna keep on that run. I could be wrong, but I think right now they just started off hot and it's gonna cool down. Like teams will start playing them a certain way, and then that's when, like I said, with the Jets, once you take away the run with Zach Wilson, I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna find out 100%. All right, let's move on to Minnesota going to Miami, playing two quarterbacks because apparently that team just can't keep a quarterback healthy to save their lives. And Minnesota wins 24-16 off of a Jalen Waddle fumble to ice the game away.
Yeah, and Curtis was right, by the way, when he said the guy's going to start. He did. The Nickelodeon guy, but he got hurt, and then Bridgewater was available. So that's kind of odd that they want to go with Bridgewater to begin with. He was available. I don't even understand that, but okay. And then Bridgewater came in. I think he actually did okay. Let me see here. So Bridgewater came in, 23 of 34, 329.
Yeah.
Now he had the 2 interceptions. You can't turn the ball over. But, I mean, he had a decent game. I mean, the receivers, 177 for Hill. He did his stuff. Waddle, except for the fumble, 129. He had a good game. So they're still, they got some talent, obviously, at the receiving core. Question is now with Tua back coming in this week, let's see how that goes. It will improve slightly, but I think I'm curious to see how long Tua will even go week to week without getting hurt. Very curious. I almost wish there was betting odds to that, because I might even place a bet that he does not make it. He'll miss some time again. I just have a feeling. But the Vikings did what they had to do. They did enough. Cook had a nice run, 77 yards, but I think he had a long run of 53.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, 20 of 30, 175, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. That's a key. Dolphins like to turn the ball over, so right there, the defense the defense kept them in the game for a little bit, but they couldn't do enough. So Dolphins lost. They lost 3 in a row, 3-3. Very curious now with Tua coming back, if that changes, if they go back on their winning ways, or they are just stuck right now. We'll see. They gotta who they play this weekend coming up? They play Sunday Night Football, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm actually picking Pittsburgh to win. They're playing where? In Pittsburgh, correct? Or Miami?
In Miami.
In Miami. Okay, so
but
I'm still gonna go with Pittsburgh because I like their defense. And I think the Dolphins defense is still a little banged up, and it's Tua's first game back, but we'll get to that later. But anyways, go ahead, guys.
I personally think, again, honestly, I mentioned it in the previous segment.
Oh, my guy's packing. I saw that Corona.
Minnesota.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Minnesota is not that good. They've struggled. They're winning games, and you know what I'm saying.
So are the Giants, so are the Jets.
I mean, yeah,
right.
I mean, it's ugly It's ugly wins, but there's no beauty points in the standings.
Indianapolis has 3 wins. They're still to me the worst, if not the worst team in football, and they have 3 wins. That tells you how this crappy ass season is going.
Yeah.
Look at the North. I mean, AFC North, Baltimore's leading the division at 3-3.
Yeah, and I believe they're tied with Cincinnati at the same record.
Yeah, but Baltimore has a tiebreaker. But and then for as bad as Cleveland's playing at 2-4, I mean, they're right there. I mean, they still could. Even Pittsburgh, that division is kind of a toss-up right now. AFC South, same thing. 3-2 Tennessee, Colts, like you said, 3. Jacksonville 2-4. They're not far behind. Bad, man. Really bad. The only division I would say is right now that looks like there's a little competition would be the West between the Chiefs and the Chargers, and then Denver 2-4, 1-4. They're not making any strides, but AFC East. I mean, I just don't see the Jets.
Yeah, it's not
a cooling down. Yeah, exactly. I don't see them. I just don't, and I feel like you guys are in the right direction. But
this is a race for the wild cards. That's what that is. You guys,
that's it.
Taking first seed easily. So
yeah. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
It's cool. So I think it's like I said, Miami. They were on their 3rd string QB started the game. You know what I'm saying, and still managed to only give up 24 points to the Vikings. Vikings really did not play well in this game. They struggled. Every single game they struggled. But they ended up winning games though. So honestly speaking, is this going to help now that Tua is coming back for Sunday Night Football tomorrow? I don't know. I don't see a difference, but I think that high that Miami was at, as far as starting 3-0, it's falling down. They're pretty much back to where we figured they'll be at. All right, just a team that's okay. They're okay. They're not like this world.
They're a 9-10 win team, which is what I thought.
They're okay. But yeah, that's what I got from the Minnesota game. It was more of me saying that Minnesota isn't very good.
I also think Miami is really scheme based and very scheme dependent. The way I'm seeing, if the two receivers can continuously get $150 yards whenever they have to, no matter who the quarterback is, that kind of throws the red flag at me, saying if it wasn't for this coach, what you guys are you really? Are your quarterbacks actually good? So all this Tua crap that we heard from week 2, was that when he threw the 6 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Are you? I've said it on the show the day after. So are you sure he's actually good, or are these receivers just that good? For the receivers to basically have that same production again with literally 2 different quarterbacks, are you sure it's Tua or is it the scheme? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from Miami, which means that we still don't have a straight answer for Tua yet, even though we never thought anything anyway. But just for like the general public, is it him? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But with this team banged up, down 3-3 now, I mean, when they get healthier, time will tell. But I think they're closer to what we're seeing now than what they were in the month of September. It's basically what y'all said. Yeah, I in 100% agreement with you guys too. They're about a 500-ish to best case scenario 10-win team too, in my opinion. Also, I think the coach is pretty good, scheme wise at least. He's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, going back to our game when we played them, I mean, Tua look the same as we played him last year. He didn't. And he is the only difference is he has weapons that can make better yak. You know, they can get more separation, which is good. But he surprised me with the pass. He had a late touchdown pass, was I think his only one. But other than that, he kind of still does the same mistakes as far as he holds the ball a little bit too long in the pocket there. That's how he gets the hits. That's why I don't think he's going to make it really in this league. And he's already banged up dating back since high school. And he's terrible off his first reads. He's just really bad. If you put pressure on Tua, that's when I think that the team melts down. And that's when he breaks. So when we played him, I felt like it was perfect timing, man. We were banged up. It was hot, and our coach didn't get the pressure after him. You saw what happened in the Bengals game. They put pressure on him. That was a wrap, bro. That's what you got to do. When you play Tua, you have to put pressure on Tua. You got to blitz him, and that's where he tends to fall apart, as I say, and break, literally. So we'll see. I'm very curious how he does this game coming back. Very curious. By the way, he's such a liar. Either he is a liar or he got really fucked up.
Or they're making him say it too.
Right. Or the Dolphins are or he doesn't want to throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm gonna take I'll tell you what, I don't know what I'm gonna take because he could have been really fucked up. He could have been so fucked up he didn't remember getting
100% possibility.
And then I guess when you look back, he's probably just lying to himself. Like, oh no, I'm pretty sure I was my back. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't know how you could say that, but whatever. We'll see because if he gets another concussion, everyone's gonna say he's such full of shit. Which I already say it anyways. But anyways, go ahead.
He also won't see him for a long time either. Yeah. Okay, the moment you have been waiting for. So
yeah,
goes into Cleveland as underdogs for some God knows what reason. I have no idea. And they just kicked the living shit out of the Cleveland Browns in their home turf.
In Cleveland.
Hilariously enough, they kicked the shit out of them in the fourth quarter specifically because at the fourth quarter, it was 24-15. I don't know what the hell happened after that stupid ass onside kick, which we'll talk about in a minute. I don't know what happened. The floodgates open. New England goes in there and wins 38-15. Damn.
Woo-wee.
Just get it over with, man.
Choo choo. I said it in the beginning. Who's getting on the Zappy Express? Choo choo.
Obviously not New England because guess who's starting tomorrow? Him.
Are you serious? That's a
Monday.
That's a big mistake. But hey, as a Buffalo Bills fan, Cool. Start Mac Jones. I love it. Keep that Zappy mania on the bench where he needs to be. We don't need any of that. I don't want to see any more Zappy mania, you know? But no, come on, guys. Let's be real here. So 24, 34, 309, averaging 9 yards. I really, I'm curious. And you guys are Patriot fans, so obviously I don't really pay attention to you guys. But I want to know Zappy's what is this Zappy's second start that he did there?
Yeah.
Second full game.
Yeah.
I want to know Mac Jones' first career 2 games, first career start stats versus Zappy. I want to know the average, and I want to know the completion percentage in yards per game because I think Zappy's numbers might be better.
They're gonna be
damn close to Mac Jones. I'm telling you, man, these aren't terrible numbers. 118 quarterback rating. I mean, he's getting. Listen, and by the way, Stevenson ran good, but he's getting. Look at how many receivers he got the ball to. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 8 different receivers, so he's spreading the ball around, right? Showing everybody a little bit of love. Did your tight end get into the game here? Yes, he did. 4 catches, 61. 4 catches, 51 or 61. 61 yards, touchdown. I mean, you can't hate what you're seeing. I'm just joking. Obviously, you guys know I'm playing. I don't know anything about that. I'm just gonna go with it. It's just funny, but you got it. But I will say this. I will say this. Do you remember a guy? And you guys are based out in New York, and I just saw a documentary on him. Len Sanity. Can we have a Zappy Sanity going on in New England?
I like that you said that because just as fast as that shit died, this is gonna die too. When LeBron had to expose his little ass and destroy him, and he's never been the same since. Yeah, that's what happened here. That's what Belichick wants to avoid. That's why Stone Jones is gonna start on Monday. Because
no shirts, Zap Sanity. no shirts.
No.
A documentary coming out for Zappy?
Absolutely not.
They have a Zap zone in the Gillette Stadium.
The
Zappy zone. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Nice. See, you're marketing around them already. I don't see a Mac zone. Just saying.
Still smoking, huh, Scott?
Oh God.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
But question, I do have a serious question before you guys talk about your game. Like on a serious note, if Mac Jones comes back and he's average or below average, and let's say you lose a game or two or whatever, do you go back to Zappy? Like honestly, like would you, as a Patriots fan, say, "Hey man, let's just go back with that kid," or would you just keep? Like, do you think Mac Jones is really the answer? You're afraid to give Zappy an opportunity just to stick in there and see.
You go back to the draft last year when he drafted him. I never thought he was the answer to begin with. So
I get it, but I'm saying you see him against that move. I'm just saying. So if Mac Jones struggles or plays average at best, do you go back to Zappy? Is what I'm saying.
No.
Like, would you feel comfortable with that? So you're a ride or die Mac Jones.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the next 3 to 4 games that we're playing, the defenses are top 15. Zappy played literally the worst 2 defenses in the NFL in back-to-back weeks.
I thought Cleveland's defense was all. I thought they were okay though.
It's like
well, they were missing. Who were they missing? They were missing somebody.
Denzel Ward. That's it. The top.
Yeah, but they were also missing. What's his name? I know they got Garrett back, but the other guy.
Clowney?
Yeah,
He's been missing for like 3 weeks, so it makes no difference. They didn't have him all year, basically.
Okay. Jeez, that guy's always hurt. What's going on?
Yeah, he is. He's been hurt since he got drafted. Yeah.
since he My God. All right, well,
Chicago is this Monday. Their defense is top 15. They're playing the Jets, who have a good defense, apparently, right after that. Indianapolis, as shitty as their offense is, they have a good defense. You got to go against that, too. What is after that? Jets again after that. Yeah. We're going to get out of them. I don't care about that. But at Foxborough. But the next,
you got to trust your coach, too, right? You got to trust Belichick. He seems like he knows the difference between the two. I would assume, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't go back to Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Not saying that Mac Jones is Tom Brady, but I'm
oh my God. Scott.
But
Go on. Stop lagging on me. Thank you. Playing Bears, Tommy click QB and win. Got the GA leap down, right, Tommy?
Sam, that's right.
So that's
the Bears are bad, but they're how is the Bears defense this year? Where do they rank?
They're about top 15 around.
So they're in the middle of the pack. Okay, but the problem is their offense. Their offense stinks.
Is like 48th.
Yeah, they're XFL offense.
Yes,
that's terrible.
Yes, like 10 college football teams will beat them. Yes,
right. I mean, beat their offense.
Yeah, beat their offense. My bad. Yes. My bad.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute, but yeah, man. But I was just curious what your thoughts were on the. You got to give the kids some credit though for coming in, even though against bad.
Let me take over. I got this.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not gonna be as bad as you think it is. All right. So first, I'm gonna go around Zappy first, but I'm gonna go to him later. So the Cleveland Browns are obviously a train wreck, and we called this last week because the guy that played quarterback, we kind of drafted that guy. So there was nobody in this planet that knows the guy better than the guy who drafted him, Bill Belichick. So that was already a done deal to begin with. I feel like that alone should have given New England the favorite in betting instead of the Cleveland. That was the easiest money I've won last week betting on New England. That was easy as hell. And then there are predominantly run first team. I believe at the time they were the number one rush attack in the entire league until they got locked up, because that's the only thing that they do well offensively. Is when you're one dimensional, it's not that hard to stop you unless you got goons. And Nick Chubb is arguably the best running back in the league. But I mean, when you're the only one getting production, then you know what I'm saying? Then that's it. It's the NFL. Everybody's good too, believe it or not. I don't know anybody. I don't know if y'all know that audience, but if you're in the NFL, there is a high chance that you're better than everybody else who's not in it. So there, you know what I mean? So they're good too. Mm-hmm. You know, so they're gonna stop. If you're the only person doing production, you're gonna get stopped, bro. That's how it is.
Yeah.
The New England's defense, they actually look faster by a mile than they looked the year previous. And thank the Lord for our sanity's sake, at least, that they can actually run. The cornerback position, which the entire time we were scared of, we haven't gotten tested yet. We haven't played any good passing offenses, and to be honest, I think the only ones we'll be facing is you guys, because the whole league can't pass the ball outside of you, Kansas City, and kinda Cincinnati sometimes, depending if they're playing a good pass rush or not.
Chargers, I think Chargers can pass, especially when they get a healthy Allen back.
Maybe
it will look different,
but I think their coaching is a problem there. So I'm not.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure. Like Justin Herbert is barely averaging like 5 yards, like an attempt down the field.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's Justin Herbert we're talking about. Like,
I agree.
Whatever. That's a different discussion. That's a different team, but they got issues. I don't know when we're gonna talk about them eventually, because they play one of the teams in our division. So I don't know when we're gonna talk about them, but whatever. Anyway, so but the defense looks good, and they're beating up who they're supposed to be beating up on. So that's a great sign. The Patriots looks great, better than looked last year, because Dietrich Wise is actually playing decent football, and then Matthew Judon is not hurt yet. So it's good there. Cornerbacks are fine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Defense destroyed this team. Offensively, even though we were deemed to be one-dimensional, Ramondre still got his yards, although it took one good run from him, his touchdown run. That basically broke the game open when he got that and put us up 10-3 or 10-0. I forget exactly what the score was at that point. But that was really good by them. The offensive line is absolutely sensational, except one person, which will be in the booth, man. We'll get there. The receiving thing is pissing me off, because for some reason Belichick's not using Kendrick Bourne. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why he's in the doghouse. I don't get it, but whatever. Now the quarterback. My favorite part about this quarterback is that this team has a good backup quarterback, which will now mean that Mac Jones has a fire under his ass. And if you continue to play the way you've been playing the first 3 weeks, you will be benched. This is that simple. So hopefully at that point, now he'll play at least to the level he played the previous year, because the first 3 games he's played, no bueno. Then again, it is September, and for some reason, this fucking team loves to use September as an extra preseason. Don't know why they do that. We don't have Tom Brady anymore, so I don't know why they think we have the games to give up. But that's another discussion for another day. Whatever. But that's what happens, because since Green Bay, the offense actually is getting a lot of synergy going on. A lot of good plays are looking more like last year. People are blaming Mac for that. I'm more towards the coaching staff using the first 3 games to try different shit and find ways. Because if you see the differences in the first 3 games, Mac Jones has been heaving the ball downfield. Unfortunately for us, it's been going to defenders, something that this New England offense has never been doing. Only 1 or 2 times in the entire Brady Belichick era, 07 and I think 12. I think 12 was the other year that they were throwing down the field a lot when Josh McDaniels took over the team again. Those are the only times I can remember were and 16. Those 3 years that I remember the team throwing the ball down the field. Every other time it's been take what defense gives you and make that strike to Gronk. That's how it's been. Or make the strike to who X receiver it is before Randy Moss got there in 07. So I don't know why they were trying to change things up and get down the field more when we didn't have the rookie who actually can run down the field yet in September, and when Devontae Parker just got on the damn team, so it was gonna take him a minute, and then you did it against 2 defenses who were actually pretty good in Miami and Pittsburgh. So that kind of wasn't set up for success, I can argue, but we'll find out the answer to that within the next 3 or 4 weeks because he is starting on Monday. But I love the fact that Zappe's actually not trash and he actually belongs in this league, because now the quarterback can actually play the way he's supposed to, or he will be sad. At least that'll happen. Fortunately for him, he's going against good defenses in the next 4 weeks, unless the Jets go on a nosedive, which is possible. That can happen, so we'll see. But Indy is going to remain a decent defense no matter what, because they usually are. And what team I'm forgetting? Chicago is the Chicago Bears. They've been a good defense since 1950 whatever or before, so they always have the defenses every time. That's their mantra. So that's how it goes. On the game itself, I mean, it's not much to say because it was an ass whooping that most people, at least we expected. I'm like, they're gonna whip their ass. I'm not really scared of them. I was nice on the picks last week, giving them points.
Yeah,
I knew that we were gonna.
Me too. I didn't think they were gonna. Jeez. By the way, speaking of Zappe, I will say this, and I've said it numerous times, especially with backups and guys that are coming in like week 3, week. Like a lot of teams don't have film on these guys, right? They're not studying Zappe's college film. Like this is not happening, right?
That's
like
a good point,
so, a lot of the times, like some of these quarterbacks that come out, like Tyler, whatever the fuck his name is, Heineke.
Who's playing?
He had himself some games, but you saw once defenses really like studied him, right? They started to really know, like, okay, this is what he does, this is what he doesn't do good. You saw like that go down quick. Also, Minshew, right? Like a lot of these guys are limited. You know what I mean? And when they first come out, a lot of defenses don't see their limitations. So they do what the coaches probably do what's best for them, like call plays that work just for them. But once you take them out of the comfort zone and once you figure out what they don't like, it's like you kind of see the writing on the wall with some of these guys. Now, some of the guys, they work out. Look, I mean, there's guys like Kurt Warner and whatever, Tom Brady, guys that weren't supposed to come in and do good, but it's very, very rare.
Percentage of that
it doesn't happen a lot. So but to your point, it's good to know that at least he's reliable enough to come in and hold it down, maybe a good game manager, maybe win you a game or two if needed. But Mac Jones is an interesting one to me too. I still think he's like a big question mark for you guys. You'll know you'll see by the end of this year how far he takes you. And then maybe Belichick gives him one more year for that 3-year rule. That I like to call and see where he stands. You know what I mean? Because if he hasn't improved by year 3, then you're going to have to really go out and get a free agent quarterback or a rookie. You know what I mean? Up to that point, and then just make him your backup, or maybe even trade him away and get something for him. I mean, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, but that's my point on the Zappe thing. It's funny. It's those stories are always funny to me. Like when guys come in and they do good for a little bit. But if he were to go on this epic run and they bench Mac Jones, he's just unbelievable. I think it would shock everybody, and I just don't think
100%. Yeah, 100% agree.
But it's a cool little story. You got to give him credit. I mean, and I will say this too.
My bad.
He put you guys in situations to win while he was in there, and I think he got a little bit more like noise going on back in New England, right? Like I think it's making the fans feel a little better. You know, even though the record's still 3-3, I kind of feel like something better, right? Yeah. Something. Hey, but but you know what? That also trickles down to the players. You know what I mean? Like they're riding on, like, oh wow, shit! I think we can. Okay, we can win this back up now. When Mac come in, maybe we can win some more games. I'm just saying, sometimes that trickles down and it has a good effect with the rest of the. I don't know. I don't know your team. I'm just saying, like a lot of the time, that can happen. It has a good like mojo, let's say, on the team, on the fan base. Like you just get that steam rolling. So who knows? I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. You'll find out this week if Mac's playing. How the team responds, right?
We will find out. But we'll see in the next few weeks. I stole Trevor's thunder by mistake, so he has nothing to say. I apologize to him. My bad.
Oh, tell Scott. Hey, Scott, because we're on.
You gotta go on his channel. Wait. His channel.
Yeah. We're on because when we flip flop around, like you got to be monetized. So we're gonna get Sports Dynasty monetized.
We'll get there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another question for you though. Tom, is that green screen or your actual digs? Keep forgetting to ask.
Wait, what do you mean digs?
Is your background real? That's basically what he's asking. It's real.
Come on, man. I work hard at that, man.
It's man cave, man.
You know, like, let me tell you something. I have no more room on my wall. Like, no joke. Like, and I still look for shit to buy. And there's like no more room. I got shit on the couch. So yeah, it's real. It's a fucking mess, but it's my mess. So
I hear that. And speaking of that little light that you got back there that says Bills Mafia, let's talk about the game of, you can argue the damn year at this point in time. Buffalo once again in the regular season goes to Kansas City and comes out with the W, 24-20. Mm-hmm. Damn, what a good game.
I think that was one of the highlights of the week, honestly speaking. And something I definitely want to see again. Like it's starting to give us like Patriots Colts rivalry back in the early 2000s. It's starting to give me that kind of vibe. I'm out a little bit, but that was great.
That was a good game. No,
yeah. Did you guys? By the way, I want to know. Did you guys get your JA17 blend of coffee?
Nah.
No, I did not. No.
How? What do you mean? Like,
nah,
I'm pretty sure they don't sell that down here.
They definitely don't sell that down here. Not even a little bit.
You're in New York. They may.
New York City and upstate New York are two different entities. Okay. They're not even close.
Listen, I'm sure you can get a bowl of Josh's Jacks. All right. I want to see next week when we go on live. I want to see you and Trevor with a big bowl of Josh's Jacks.
Buffalo to satisfy this man, or what? Because I can guarantee you it's not New York City. I will bet anything.
I mean, listen, I go to Buffalo every single year for the New Year, and I'm gonna check it out to see if it's there. I go there every year for the New Year, so we'll see. But no.
All right, and then I want a review on that Josh's Jacks. I want. Don't tell me it sucks. I'll be really mad. So let's get to the game.
Yeah, so very nice, damn cool. He's coming over for a game, man. He's about to have a partner over there.
I also got an 86-inch TV. Ain't bragging, no, I ain't bragging. All right, so anyways, let's get back to the.
Let's go on with the game because this game is magnificent.
All right, 24-20. What a fucking game. I lost my voice. I did a post game. I was like really hoarse, like almost lost my voice, like totally. I did a lot of cursing, especially at the end. It was a lot of F Mahomes, and a lot more other
F ref.
A lot of S my D and all that. I was a little, trust me. I hope the neighbors, because I had my windows open, they probably were like, "This guy's fucking nuts." But that game was a roller. Yeah, dude, I'm hyped. That's why I can't go.
I'll go out there and be like, "Yo, you seen that bullshit? Yeah, I'll be going crazy right up next.
Dude, I start seeing stars and shit because I get up and I because I'm all messed up, like, you know what I mean, like, because I'm a little overweight. So it's like I think my heart's racing and my blood pressure. It's just like, whoa, this thing starts spinning, but I don't care. Anyways, dude, I do. So, 24-20. Was a roller coaster of a game. I I will say a few things like that. Isaiah McKenzie, and we'll get to that later, but great opening drive. I thought Ken Dorsey's been improving week to week as far as play calling. And it's just like, I think there was like, we were shooting ourselves in the foot in this game. Like we should have been up this whole game. Like the Chiefs should have been playing catch up the whole game, in my opinion. And it was not that way because we kept making stupid mistakes. But we got the job done. Josh Allen, my God, man. I don't know what to tell anyone. Like, he's the real deal. Like, if anyone is questioning that anymore, you need to go check yourself in.
Drive before halftime. Was that just not perfection? Was that not perfection? A fucking masterpiece? That drive. I'm looking up like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
By the way, like the play that
Digwood Davis, bang. Like,
and the play that a lot of people miss in that drive, and I believe it is that drive, is we started on our like 2.
Yeah, you started right inside the 5.
And it was a 3rd and 13, and Josh stepped out of a blitz. I think he was in the end zone. He kind of sideswiped it and hit Gabe Davis. I believe it was Gabe for like 13 yards or 14, something like that, and got the first down. Like that was huge because if we don't get that, we punt it. Casey's in field position. Who knows? Like they go down, score. Like things like that in a game can make a game get ugly real quick, right? You know, like you take the balloon out of there, whatever, win out of there, whatever. But
yep, it was Gabe Davis for 18-yard gain. Yep.
Yeah, right, that was a huge play.
It was at your own
yeah, exactly. So Josh was in the end zone. They had the blitz. They actually had him. He sideswiped it. He kind of did like it was almost like a sidearm low pass, just where Gabe Davis can get it. And it was perfect. And that's what kept the drive alive. Like a lot of people forget about that because they want to remember just the Gabe Davis touchdown. But you got to credit Ken Dorsey, one, because a lot of coaches in that situation, they'll call stupid run play.
Yeah.
Like, because they want extra room for the punter. They don't trust the quarterback. Like, I hate that. Like, I don't give a fuck what quarterback. Even if I got a shitty ass quarterback, just go for it at that. I don't need an extra 2 yards for the punt. Like, trust you guys. You're going to have to just trust them eventually. So, anyways, I just love the fact that Ken Dorsey, that's the second time in 2 weeks that he trusted him on a pass, because the week before he got Gabe Davis on a 98-yard touchdown.
He got the best quarterback. Why the fuck not?
Right. So yeah, you gotta roll the dice there, right? Give your guys an opportunity, and Allen is the best at that. So, and then you got to give credit to Ken Dorsey once again on that play, going down with the clock management, right? 2, seeing that they were bringing the blitz. And it was a one-on-one man coverage with Gabe Davis on a younger corner, and he beat him.
That we talked about last show.
And we talked about it. Yeah, and Diggs, by the way, ate up his young corner as well. But yeah, I mean, it was there. He took it, and right before that, beautiful. Of course, the 12 seconds field goal. Like, it drives me nuts, man. Like, why? Listen, I don't understand the okay, listen. Kick the damn ball, but don't kick it in the end zone. Kick it to like the 5, right? The 10. Make them run. They're not going to down the ball there. They have to run. So now you're taking off time. When you squib kick it, the time does not start until the player jumps on the ball, and then they're already downing. They're already down. That's it. There's no time off. When you kick it to the 5-10, they're going to get to what? The 25? Maybe the 30, most of this. Okay, now they just killed 5 seconds? That's it. There's one play if they're lucky. So I don't understand that. And then, of course, our zone defense yet again gives them the wide open. Like that has to change. And I will say it did change in the second half. At the end of the game, I got to give credit to Leslie Frazier once again for finally going, you know what? Can't play Mahomes like this. You got to put pressure on Mahomes. That's how you get him to make mistakes. You force him out of the pocket and make him make a play that is tough to make. And if he makes it, he makes it. He's Patrick Mahomes.
That was my favorite play of the game. That last play, the interception.
Yes.
My favorite play of the game was
Von Miller. Right.
Von Miller and Matt Milano basically sandwiched him. And then that's it. What he's going to do.
Right.
Intercept it.
And he thought he saw a guy. And by the way, Teron Johnson played it perfect too, because Teron Johnson, he was open as receiver, but Teron Johnson kind of he cheated kind of. So he thought he was going one way, and he was really playing that back the whole time. So once he forced them out, Teron knew right there, okay, here we go. And boom. And trust me, if he doesn't get that pressure, then he's not making that throw. He's going to another read or whatever. Like he's not. So I loved it. I love the pressure. And especially at the end too, Von Miller on the sack was a huge to get us the ball back to go down and score the pretty much game winning touchdown. This is why we brought in Von Miller, right? Plays and moments like this to get, not only that, to like, to motivate the team. Like, we got this. No worry. Don't worry about it. Like, we're going to make a play. You know what I mean? Like the confidence this guy has, the ability he has on the field, just everything. And I think players believe in it. And you saw, listen, we held the Chiefs to 20 points. The Chiefs were number one scoring offense. Like they scored 10 points in the second half. Like we held them. Like, and you know, I don't want to hear they don't have Tyreek Hill. They still got weapons. McCole Hardman is fast as shit. Juju Smith, even though he's not the greatest, he's still a playmaker. He's still, listen, he made some big plays on us. He did. One of our boneheaded plays that you would not see happen on us often. 3 guys miss a tackle. Like, that's ridiculous. But that was a touchdown. It is what it is. And that's on Juju. I got to give him credit. And he had another play, a big play later on in the game. So Juju made some big plays in this game. So no one's going to tell me they don't have only got Kelsey. Like, bro, they got a good team, bro. They got a hell of a coach. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they got a good defense too. Like, I don't want to hear their defense is soft. Like, yeah, their corners are young, but they still got they got a hell of a front. They got a good D line. They got good pass rusher. They got decent linebackers. Like, they're not a bad team. Like, and for us to hold them the way we did, and like I said, I felt like we left some points off the board, especially early on, right? McKenzie again in the end zone. It's just like, what are you doing? So other than that, though, it was a great game, and I think we could have won by more, but I'll take the dub. You know what I mean? Going into the bye week.
Yep. Perfect setup for me. So this is exactly what I talked about on the review show as well. There's, I think, 2 big differences between you two and why you are the better team, at least right now at this moment in time. You know your offensive identity off the brink. You know exactly where everybody's supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, where they're going. Your quarterback knows exactly what he's doing. He knows everything. So everything is perfect synergy for you guys, excuse me, on offense right now. So you got it. Kansas City still does not know their identity at all right now. They don't know what the hell they're doing, hence why they got locked up. I'll almost argue to say as easily as they got locked up by you guys on the second half when y'all just went to town on them. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what's going on with their receivers yet. This is Juju's best game by as a Chief.
Oh, yeah.
By far. It's not even close. So this is the first time he actually did something. And like you said, when you were playing your zone defense on him, that was when he was his most dangerous because he's a slot receiver. Slot receivers kill zone. Very simple football one-on-one logic. Hence why he was killing. Okay, so you have your identity. You know your identity. They don't. Defensively also, you have a better playmaker on defense than they do. Chris Jones is amazing, but he's not Von Miller. He's not gonna make plays like Von Miller. He tries to, and he does make plays, and he's amazing. He's not Von Miller, especially off the edge. Yeah. So there's your difference. Number 2 is you run the football so much better than they do. It's not even close. And sometimes you are up and down with it as well. But that game, you guys are running the football down. They throw easy money. It was amazing.
Yeah. In the beginning,
and I supposed to hate you guys. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
At the start. But at the start, I wish they would have continued it, to be honest with you. I mean, they didn't need to go heavy, but I wish they kind of went away from it in the second half. But I felt like it was there most of the game. Like if they would have, yeah. And Devin Singletary, once again, I keep telling people, he's not a bad running back. Good like player. He's a good, solid running back. Like is he great? No. Is he Saquon Barkley? No. Is he Christian McCaffrey? No. But is he a serviceable running? Could he start for some other team? Sure. There's some teams with bad running back. He's a good running back.
As the Rams, they need anything they can get in that position. They're going back.
Yeah, dude. And he's young. Like trust me, he's on his last year of his deal. I doubt we sign him, which is, I'm not going to hate it. You just don't, unless he's willing to come back cheap. but I have a feeling he'll get a contract somewhere. And that's cool, and I'll be happy for him. Like, he's a good dude, man.
Going nowhere. He gonna be ring chasing. He ain't going nowhere else. Why the hell will you leave this team in a perfect position for himself? That makes no damn sense. Because nobody's gonna pay him. He's a running back. Nobody's gonna pay him nothing. So why leave? It makes no sense. But I think Kansas City dropped the ball on this Christian McCaffrey thing. I think they should have got him because their running backs suck too. Their running backs aren't good. Their line is good. Those 5 guys are good.
I don't hate their one guy. I don't hate what's his name, Clyde Hilaire or whatever. I don't think he's trash. I think he's serviceable, but I don't think he's an every down back. I don't think he's that bad. But listen, speaking of the CMC, here's the deal, man. 49ers in my opinion, gave up way too much.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
Way too. Unless the only way they did that is if they plan on keeping that dude more than, unless he's not a rental. But other than that,
he has a big ass contract.
He's not. But okay. So in his contract, Juan, like the only reason we would have made the trade is in his contract, there's a clause in there somewhere. I don't know where it is. Basically, whatever team would have got him would have only ate $750 for this year. Okay, so under $1 million, and
then they will have
on his contract. His contract, you could cut him, and and that's it. You're done.
Smart for once.
Yeah, so it would have been a smart thing for us to do. However, we weren't giving up, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Like, that's crazy for a rental. You're not gonna do. So if the 49ers aren't planning on doing a rental thing, they gave up way too much. And even if they don't and they want to pay him his money, keep him, and let's say they restructure his deal, they work something out with him, bro, he's an injury. Like, he's played, I think, 10 games in his last 33 or 36, something crazy. Yeah. Like, he barely plays. So, like, you're really rolling the dice if you decide to keep him on that trade. I'm saying, like, let's say Buffalo traded for him, hypothetically. We trade him. Let's say we gave him even a first round, because the first round is a second round if you win a Super Bowl, right? Or gets the Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl. Basically, it's a second round pick anyways. So let's say you're like, you know what? All right, fine. Take our 32, 31, whatever, 32, whatever. All right, I'd be cool with that. We'll send you Zach Moss. Fine. As a rental, right? We cut CMC. He did what he had to do. He's gone. Cool. We're done. We used him for what we wanted. I would have been good with that. But if we would have gave him 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a rental, no, bro. Like, no way. Like, I would have been like, no, bro. That's a terror. And that's what makes a good GM and a bad GM, bro. That 49ers, that's a desperate move, bro. And I would never pull the trigger. Like, I would have been disappointed in Brandon Beane for making that move.
And their thing, that makes no sense because their system makes running backs look better than they actually are. So I don't know what the hell San Francisco was doing with that shit. I mean, I was talking about it for Kansas City's sake.
No, I get it. But
I do agree with you though. But the payment was.
But that means, that means Carolina they knew there was desperate teams out there willing to give up a lot. Because trust me, like, you don't think fucking for that deal, oh shit, we could take Christian McCaffrey under $1 million and cut him. Like, after, like, that's a sweet deal. Only give up a second or a late for okay. But trust me, when San Francisco and other teams are probably going, I'll give you 2, I'll give you 3, I'll give you 4, bro, they were like, fuck that. If we can get all that, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't think Chiefs probably reached out, but the Chiefs were probably like, nah, we're good, bro.
Well, man, for that price, I feel that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that exactly. So trades are easier said than done.
I don't think I'm trying to think any running backs are available because I think they still need that to really get their identity the way they should. That's my point was. But I heard
there was one. There was one that was mentioned. The Bears running back Montgomery's one that could be a potential trade. He was one, and there was
I don't mind that
somebody else.
He's between the tackles runner, so they could use that definitely too.
Yeah, there was somebody else too that they were mentioning that could be a trade. I forget who it was, but Montgomery is one of them. One of the ones that I was thinking of. That. Like, I'll be honest, I don't think like,
no, you guys are fine about y'all.
Like, yeah, like I would have took him. Yeah, I would have took him if the price was right. Like, I would have been cool with that. Another weapon. I think I'm more not concerned, but I think I would like the OBJ thing to happen more. I'll be honest with you. Late in the season, little playoff push, give him a little bit of money. Go for that ring, and then that's it. He can move on. It's smart it's smart business for him as long as he don't get hurt. Because if he gets hurt, then obviously he's messing up his business, right? NFL is a business. You get paid, right?
Oh,
so if he comes in, he comes in, takes a little cheapy deal, balls out in the playoffs, or even looks good, boom, you go off in the free agency. You're like, hey, man, you saw what I did. You know what I mean? Pay me. And that's it. You'll get paid. You know what I mean? There's no reason, bro, unless the team's willing to take the gamble, like Green Bay, because they could, and go, you know what, Odell, we want you 3 years. 4 years, we're going to pay you, blah, blah, blah. Then fine. If I'm Odell, I'm taking it because you got 3 or 4 year, it's good. Take that guarantee. But if teams are only offering you 1 year deal, like the rest of
that's what they need.
Why not go to Buffalo? Like, honestly, out of all those teams, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But we'll see when that time comes. Even if we don't get him, I'm not too stressed, man. Not stressed at all. I'm actually not stressed at all, but
no, why?
Oh, Cam Akers. Mikey has it. That, by the way, it's Mikey.
Watching trash though. So
my co-host. Yeah, Cam Akers. The other
what's
guy.
Up, Mikey? Yeah. So trying to remember the hell I was talking about, but those are the differences between you two. You guys have the playmakers necessary, and you have the identity when Kansas City doesn't. So they have the whole season to figure that out. But that's the differences between you two at this point, and why you are. That's at least the number one reason, in my opinion, why you guys are on top as right now. And why doesn't Shakir play more? Because McKenzie's a joke. I don't understand this.
Yeah,
unless
man,
you're gonna talk about that in your rant or Buddhist man. No,
Buddhist man. Yeah, but I like McKenzie
now. Let's do them now. Yeah. Because there's not much else to talk about.
Go.
Yes, sir. So, we're gonna start with the
This Guy Stinks Award.
Yeah, This Guy Stinks Award.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
We might have the same one. Is it gonna be Isaiah Wynn?
Yes, garbage.
Yeah.
Isaiah Wynn is literally a walking trash can. If he's not letting the defender blow past him, no. This all you gotta do is blow your breath on him, and he's out of there. He's committing penalties, stupid fucking penalties. Like, come on, man, this is ridiculous.
And he allowed the strip sack by Myles Garrett. And you would think, but it's Myles Garrett. I don't give a shit. You're the only person that played bad. I don't care. It's not, and it's to the point where a 87-year-old Marcus Cannon, who was on our team back in 12, 13, something like that, has to be playing with your benched ass. No. If you got to get benched for a 40-year-old right tackle, then you need to get the fuck out the team. It's just that simple.
Garbage.
That simple. All right, you got this, Tommy. Go ahead.
All right. Mine's McKenzie, clearly, right? Drive is going beautiful. Like, those are called drive killers. And obviously a drive killer because we turned the ball over. But drive killers could be anything, right? Holding penalty, 10 yards. Now you were in field goal range. Now you're all the way back. And now you got to, like, I hate those plays. And that was an obvious drive killer and a turnover. And it was one that was not necessary. And of course, the play is a little weird at that time because we were running the ball so well. So I don't understand why Ken Dorsey got a little cute there. However, Isaiah McKenzie, do you not know the play call? Like, it looked like he was not expecting that at all. And like, that play was designed for, it's either going to keep, Allen's going to keep it or he's going to shovel it to you. And he shoveled it and it looked like he wasn't even looking. It hit him right in the helmet. So, like, I mean, I don't understand that. Then during the game, he was just not, he was off. He didn't look right. Like, something was wrong with McKenzie, I'm telling you. And then the end zone, when we got in the red zone, he tripped over his own feet with a clear, easy touchdown, wide open. He made a nice cut, but he fumbled over his own legs. Like, you can't have that, man. On a fourth down, like, you're giving points away. That's twice that you gave potential touchdowns away. Can't have that. And to answer your question on the Shakir thing, on the McKenzie thing, I personally think Shakir should be the slot guy. I think he should get more.
I'm not crazy.
I think it should be more involved, the offense, but I still like McKenzie and what he brings because he brings a lot of that.
I like it too.
No, not even turnovers. He's actually honestly, besides this game, he's done all right. Like, listen, McKenzie is who he is, right? He's very limited. And there's players that are limited, but they offer something. And McKenzie still has that. He still offers something. And what that is speed. And it's familiarity with Josh Allen, right? So he still has that jet sweep. He still has the motions. Teams still have to respect Isaiah McKenzie because of that speed. Anytime you got speed, you have to respect it, no matter what. And McKenzie's not that bad of a player. He's just not a consistent player, and he's not a starting slot receiver. He is more of a gadget guy that could come in, do some kick returns, do some jet sweeps, do some motions, just kind of have the defense on their feet, right? On their heels or whatever you want to call it. That's who he is. And once in a while, he'll be that guy to make that catch, right? And you'll be like, oh shit, like McKenzie got a good yak, right? But Shakir is just fundamentally a better football player. He has better hands. He has better route running. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a problem in this league. Like Shakir is very, very good. Like he's a steal of a draft pick, in my opinion. I don't think the NFL, I don't think people really understand. And not only that, he's very mature. Like if you ever hear him talk, it's almost like he's been in the NFL. Like he's just very humble. He's in the game doesn't seem like it's too fast for him. Unlike James Cook, who it's opposite, right? He's a rookie. The game's a little fast to him right now. Like he's still trying to catch on to the NFL, right? Shakir seems like he just came in there, like he's been there, done that. And I love that. So yeah, to go on what you were saying, I think Shakir needs to be more involved. I think they need to be in the passing game. And I think McKenzie needs to go back to the more of the gadget type receiver. And I'm cool with that. And I'm totally cool with that because you need that. You always need a speedy guy, a gadget guy on your offense, in my opinion. And that's McKenzie. And that's it. And I'm cool with that position for him. Other than that, Shakir needs to be at the slot right now. That's
perfection. Next award.
Brooklyn, acknowledge me.
You're probably thinking I'm going to go with Billy Zapp, but I'm not. No.
Oh,
I am not. I'm going to go with Tyquan Thornton, the rookie wide receiver we got in the draft. He played very well, very speedy. I like the routes he was running. It's definitely a weapon, especially for Matt Jones coming back on Monday. A weapon that I think he can get involved. And his sky's the limit. I thought Tyquan Thornton was very solid. His first game, he had a catch in there, but wasn't really involved. But this one, I think in this game against Cleveland, he got much more involved, and I like it. I'm going with Tyquan Thornton.
Go ahead. Choo. All aboard. All aboard.
Pass Zappy? No, I'm good. No thanks. I'm actually gonna give more credit. Stevenson is a little too easy. I was gonna say him, but easy. It's obvious, it's crap that we don't really run without him. But unfortunately, there is a certain fat guy that I have to give a little bit of respect to for the second straight week. Albeit we played against the worst two defenses in the NFL back-to-back, but guess what? That's better than what the fuck I thought he was going to do in the first place, and that is fucking Matt Patricia. I'm not saying anything else. Go ahead, Tom.
I almost threw up. Matt Patricia. Ugh. I'm going to go with Josh Allen would be the easy bet. But
I think this week you should.
Yeah, but it's so easy. Like I could go to him every week. Like that's honestly,
but it was elite, dude.
He is our he is the heart. That hurdle, by the way, was not only was the hurdle sick, but he kept running. Like that's not easy to do. Like when you hurdle somebody, usually you fall, take a couple steps. He could have kept going. He's a winner. But I'm gonna go different. And a guy that really he didn't do that much in the game except for catch the game-winning touchdown. That's Dawson Knox. Hell of a touchdown, hell of a catch. And man, you got there was another corner that barely almost got the ball. He was shadowing him. Then he got the guy draped on him, and he still made the catch. And I just feel like, man, it was such needed for him because he's gone through a lot this year with his brother dying and injuries already, like early on. Like you could tell, like even after the game, like when they gave him the game ball, like he was just like emotional, like that meant more than that touchdown probably meant more than anything for him. Like that, you could just tell, like it was just like a relief for him. And maybe something for his brother. I don't know, but I felt proud for him, and I'm glad that he got the ball. Like he got the game-winning touchdown. So cool. Like and I'm proud of him. So if you never lost anyone, obviously you guys, that it's especially your younger brother, like somebody younger than you. Like that's rough, man. And I don't know what the guy's going through emotionally. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't seem right. Like I know, I watch my guys and I don't know him personally, but you can kind of tell by body language, and he just didn't seem right up until that game. Like, and he probably won't be. It's going to take a minute. You lose your younger brother. So I'm just glad that happened. I'm glad the players supported him and trust him. You know what I mean? Big moment. So I'll give it to Dawson Knox.
Cool. God bless them and his family.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yep. Pass by.
Next.
What? Did you say what?
What?
My what's up with that is it's going to be very simple. What is up with these cringy ass Russell Wilson Subway commercials? Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, the dangerous.
I thought it was a joke at first. I didn't understand it. I'm like, I thought it was. I saw it on YouTube. I'm like, oh, somebody's like messing around. You know what I mean? Like they made a video like just to be funny or whatever. And I'm like, this is real. What is going on with that dude, yo?
Oh my God, it's so cringy. You know what makes it worse? That he has more commercials than he has Broncos wins. That's another one. But oh my God, it's so bad. He's talking about, hey, I have a sandwich. It's dangerous. Yeah. So cringy. I'm like, turn the shit off. Like, I wish the sandwich. I never tried it yet. But now, you know what? I'm trying to see how dangerous this fucking sandwich is. But I hope it's better than his fucking play. His
Subway, by the way, blows. All right, it sucks.
Hey, I can't stand Subway. I'm more of a Jersey Mike's kind of guy. But
Jersey Mike's, it's
incredible, yeah. But oh God, cringe is not even the word. Like it's so bad. God damn.
What does he say? What's the Broncos line he does?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Or in
let's
my
ride.
case,
let's ride.
Let's drive home because you don't see that bullshit.
Bad. They made fun of him in the off season with that.
Oh God, it's so bad.
It is so
terrible.
Oh God. So that's God, it's cringy. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I ain't got nothing, so you go ahead, Tommy.
Mine is. Let's see. God, I don't have much. I'm gonna say the Chris Jones getting away with the tripping on, which was so blatant, so obvious. Big ass leg, like sweeping at Josh Allen. Like, how the refs they'll find like the tickiest tacky penalty to throw. They'll see some. I'm like, damn, I missed that. I didn't see that. But yet they'll miss a big ass leg sweeping at Josh Allen. And man, Josh was heated, by the way. He was so pissed.
I don't blame him. But on a big third down. That was on a third down.
Because he always gets away from those. Like that move that he does, was like the cut in and then he cuts back out. The only way you're going to get him is to trip him.
Right, Trevor. Apparently they pulled the sandwich.
That's bullshit.
Did they?
But you know what? I probably wasn't missing anything.
So bad.
It was so cringy. I don't even want to eat it anymore.
Bro, speaking of Subway, I know we're going off topic, but I was like, man, I haven't had Subway in like 2 years. I think it's been like 2 years. So I ordered that shit, and shit is what it is. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, and I went, picked it up. It was so bad, bro. The bread was like falling apart.
Ew.
The meat was so, yeah, it was like sitting around bread. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? I get home. It's so bad, bro. Cheap. Bro, cheap don't even describe it. And it's not cheap anymore. Back in the day, bro, for when it was $5, I was cool with it. I'm like, you know what? It's not that good, but it's like a hot and ready. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you're getting. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a hot and ready for a sub. You know what you're getting. It's $5. It's all good. You know what I mean? Get yourself a water at Subway. It's $5.30, right? But that's gone, bro. That shit on $5. Nah, that shit's like $7 now, bro. So now I'm good, bro. I'll spend another $4 and get a better sub at, Jersey Mike's or whatever. You know what I mean?
We're in
I'm
New
good
York
with
City. We got deli, so we good up in here.
Yeah,
bro, you know what's? Hey, you guys are,
Mm.
bro. You guys are so in Florida. When I lived in Florida, we had delis too, bro. We had the best places to get subs are the delis, bro. Right, bro. Top notch, bro. Even our there's a place we have in Florida called Publix grocery store, and they made a killer sub, bro. Michigan. Bro, I hate to say it. I love here, y'all, and whoever's watching, I apologize, but Michigan food is fucking awful, bro. It is terrible. Don't come here if you think if food is good here. It's straight up trash, bro. Trash, everything, bro. Chinese food, pizza, anything. It's straight hot trash, bro. I miss Florida food. I will say that, but I'm sure New York's even better than Florida. But anyways, go ahead, guys. We're getting way off. We're talking about Subway in New York. And
Florida. Man.
I'm starving. I haven't dinner yet. Oh my god. Are you done? It was you.
I'm done. I said Chris
All
Jones.
Right.
Referees. Idiots. Can't. Bro, I'm saying just the referees in general. It's not even the Chris Jones thing. It's really the referees I'm ranting about. So it's like, bro, they never get it right, bro. They miss the easy ones. And call the ones that shouldn't be called, bro. So I know it is tough. You can't see everything, but goddamn, bro. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Scott Blakely's favorite segment of the show.
Yes, it is.
Hey-yo.
What do you think having a 37-year-old?
We're on to Cincinnati. It's nothing about the past, nothing about the future. It's just right now we're preparing for Cincinnati.
Okay, do you feel like the talent you have here is good?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
What is your slice built?
Well, I'm just asking, do you think you've done enough to help Tom Brady?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
So, Tom, you go first because Trevor is already.
I don't know if I have a rant of the week, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. A rant of the week on myself. How about that? I did a shit performance on Monday. Anybody that watched my podcast?
I forgot about that.
Oh, Jerry Fogle.
Oh yeah, the pedo.
I forgot about that.
Oh my
God,
that's awful.
I did too. He's in prison, by the way. He's in prison. He's a bad.
Oh,
do you remember they also had another guy that was like, what's his name? It was like, I don't know, Fireman Jim. It was like another guy. He was like a fire guy, a firefighter guy. They try to. I swear they tried to. If you guys are watching, they had a firefighter guy. It was like Firefighter Jim, and it was so bad too. Just as bad, but he wasn't a pedo. So, but either way, I don't know if I have a rant. Just myself. It was a shitty week for me. But go ahead, guys. It's all good. Yeah, you don't need to apologize.
I'm being now too. I have nothing. Let the man take over his segment.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty much him right now. So Captain D gets back.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go. My rant is going to the Washington Commanders. They probably wondering, but
not their first time here.
That isn't the first time I've shit on them. But this right here, when I saw myself, how low can this franchise for this shit franchise go? I mean, shit, literally, because this is a shit franchise. The mediocrity is just bad. Quarterback play, bad. Front office, bad. The owner is saying that he's not giving up his team out of fight. Just bad. The NFL hates him, but this is not where I draw the line here. It's bad enough they had their stadium is literally shitty. We have you can sit down in that shitty stadium and then just sewage everywhere. But no, the Washington Commanders had a raffle, a fan raffle for about $50,000, and a lucky Commanders fan won $50,000. I wish I won $50,000. That's a lot of money to me. That's great. I can do a lot of things with $50,000. I can go to casinos.
That's the first thing you're gonna do with $50,000. Go gamble it away.
No, hold on,
you hear this shit?
I'm saying,
first thing I'm going to blow that shit at the casino.
Hold on.
Pressing my luck.
You know what I'm saying? Like buy some clothes. Do my thing. Just do my thing, right? But unfortunately for this Commanders fan, when he try to cast a check, what problem?
You're not serious.
The check fucking bounced. It bounced like a basketball, a basketball on the court. Now I'm gonna ask you a question: How the fuck did this check bounce? You say, really? Like, I mean, that's not check. Dan Snyder is worth like $7 billion, a multi-billion dollar company, and you have a fan raffle.
Unless that was did you read on it? Maybe the only reason I could think is there's that has to be maybe a sponsor that was doing like the contest and their check bounce. You get what I mean? Because that sounds, bro.
No. But
50,000. Like that sounds crazy.
So, that is awful, and this bad PR. Like the PR person at the Washington Commanders need to be fired. I could have sworn when they said it bounced. I could have sworn this was the old USFL San Antonio Commanders from back in the day when all the players on the team used to go to the bank because they knew the check was gonna bounce. So whoever got there first got the money, and whoever came in last was asked out, and then they get paid for the week. This is how it is. How the fuck do you mess this up? How do you screw this bullshit up? If it's not one thing, it's another. The Washington Commanders should be eradicated from the NFL because this is ridiculous. In fact, if you're a fan of this team, why? Why waste your time and money watching this shit? It's other things to do in the DMV. You could go see the. I mean, I don't know who to go see them. I mean, you go to the Washington Monument. You can go there. You can go to
You can't even think of it. Look at you. You trying to say that city's trash, huh?
You can see
there is a historical city. I've been there a few years ago.
There's something there.
Many places in there.
Tell me,
this dude right here can't think of the Lincoln Memorial, can't think of the damn Pentagon, can't think of the Washington Monument, the White House. Like, this man is having so much trouble. Do you know your own country, bro?
I do own country. I'm just I want to say I can't say because
shit.
Out there,
it's a pretty decent city. I was there. It's not bad.
I mean, yeah.
The sports suck, but the city's okay.
You could have sworn that they got the check. That they got the check instead of getting it from the Washington Command. You got a check from Pookie or Ray Ray on the 9th Ward over there. It's horrible. It's terrible. It's
have a good one, Mikey. Thanks.
And you know what? The Washington Commanders find a way to fuck themselves even more. And you know what? They're gonna get fucked again when Dan Snyder loses his team. Eventually, loses his team.
Yeah, they're trying to push him out. They're trying to push him out.
But this is bad. And my rant goes to the Washington Commanders.
Okay. Well, week is 7 or 8? 7, right?
7. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I was forgetting because this week doesn't look very promising in an entertainment standpoint.
No.
Well, for us, one team has a bye, and it's the Buffalo Bills.
That's right. We need it.
So they get to chill out.
I'm glad, bro. We needed it.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't like early buys because it's kind of considered early, but when you got injuries stacking up, bro, it's a blessing, bro, to get them this early. So I'm good with it.
So we have 3 games, and actually, all of them probably are going to suck. But before I continue, Scott has something to say. Washington you going with the R word? All right.
Whoa.
R word. All right, Trevor. I tune in just for this segment alone. Not really. I appreciate that because Tommy and I mean something to the show too. But thank you very much. But it's epic every time.
Thanks,
they just change the cities. Trevor is the rant rock star.
Scott Blakely. You are incredible. I'm letting you know you are incredible.
Okay, all right. Kiss and ass.
All right.
Okay.
See, these games are so trash. I forget who's playing. My bad. I gotta pull it up. Okay, so let's go with the earliest of the two. Apparently at 4:00. Jets will be traveling to Denver. 4-2 versus 2-4. Russell Wilson will not be playing in this game because Nathaniel Hackett said so. So I didn't know that coaches apparently could bench their quarterbacks because I haven't seen that lately by quarterbacks. But
whoa.
Whatever.
Wait. What? Hold on. What? Say it again.
Russell Wilson's not playing, and I'm actually because the coach said so because he has a messed up hamstring. But Russell wants to play.
Okay.
But he said so. But I through the Baker Mayfield stuff and the other quarterbacks, I'm very surprised that coaches are actually telling their quarterback to sit. I didn't think.
Wow. Who's the backup there?
Power. Oh,
who's the backup in Denver?
Some guy.
I think Rippin.
Yeah, some guy named Rippin.
Oh, Rippin's son, right?
Yeah.
Rippin's son. Yeah. I don't know. I know nothing about him.
Oh, he's trash.
He's garbage. Yeah, he's garbage. And
is he?
yes,
No.
And they're gonna lose again.
The last time he played against the Jets on Thursday Night Football. I think it was 2 years ago. I think it was 2020, and he actually beat them. I mean, through 2 or 3 picks, but he beat them. So
okay.
So he actually has played this team before. Scott, mother. I don't know who's that to specifically. But I'm gonna let that go. So we just go through this really quickly. This is gonna be a very ugly game.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to see this game. Kind of the theme of this week coming up. I don't think tomorrow's gonna be a very entertaining week. So if you guys got pumpkin picking to do, apple picking with the wife or kids, you know what I'm saying? Want to go out and do whatever? I think tomorrow is the Sunday to actually sacrifice.
Watching Godfather trilogy,
right? Yeah, tomorrow's the time to do that because this weekend
you miss every game.
It's to the point where the over and under is actually 37. That's the lowest I've seen this year yet. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. I don't know who to pick because the Jets thing, you know, the conundrum you're having with the Jets, Tommy. I had the same conundrum.
Right.
Every game too. And
I know.
I could see them dropping this game despite playing back the quarterback. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. I'm picking them to win this game 17-10. I'm not gonna give any analysis because this game doesn't deserve it. Trevor, if you got something to say, go ahead.
I am going to pick the Jets.
Trevor's like the Jersey Jets.
Only because, unfortunately, the Broncos are just wasting an incredible defense. Completely wasting. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time this actually today. I've said that today because you know Iowa has an amazing defense, best defense in the country, and their offense is literally a high school team who's garbage. And I'm being nice there. But that's the point. The point is this bad. I'm picking the Jets to win this game 15-12. Ugly. When I say ugly,
field goal mania.
So you have Brandon McManus, start him because he's gonna kill, get you some points. They're probably gonna run the ball a lot the best they can because they're not gonna throw the ball.
Both of them are.
Why would they throw the ball? Why? Zach Wilson to me has not proved anything that he's good at anything, so I really don't know about that. They'll run the ball a lot of Breece Hall, a lot of Michael Carter, and I think they'll be enough to get the win. Zipin, whatever the hell his name is,
Rippin.
Yeah, Rippin, whatever that boy's name is. But the point is, you know, he is not gonna happen. So I'm going with the Jets 15-12. Ugly score, ugly game, ugly win. But guess what? You know, there's no pretty points in the standings, so who cares?
5-2. I'm gonna go Broncos, just because I've been picking against the Jets every week. Anyway, so I'll just continue my streak of picking against the Jets, but they're playing in Denver, right? I always got to go with stuff like this. So high altitude, right? Tough place to play because high altitude. If you haven't played there a lot, and Zach Wilson probably hasn't, I don't know how many times he's played in Denver, but it's different. And you got, same goes for kickers, right? I don't know how many games Jets kickers been in Denver before, but they have an advantage right there, right? Kicker has been there for a long time. He knows the altitude. He knows how to kick it, in Denver. But they have a backup, which, I'm not thrilled out. However, their defense has been playing pretty good. And the Jets, I still don't believe in the Jets offense. I'm sorry. I don't. I like the run. Breece Hall looks like he could be the real deal. He does. But if the Denver Broncos can contain Brees Hall, and the what's his name? The backup there. They got there. Carter. If they could contain them and leave the ball in Zach Wilson's hand, I think Denver will win because of that. I think Wilson will have turnovers in this game, and that will be the difference in this game.
I was just about to say that right there. I feel like the Denver offense, since Wilson has been so god-awfully tragically bad, I don't think there'll be much of a difference between the backup and him.
Right.
So we're going to see the same Denver offense to me
exactly.
no matter what. What
has Wilson done?
Versus the defense might actually score for this Denver Broncos team and wind up putting them over the top while Wilson messes up. We're going to find this is one of two games where we're going to find out what Wilson is about. Like you said earlier.
I'll say 17-13 Denver. And I think that's about right. You know what I mean? I mean, we'll come back here on next week, and I might say the same thing I've been saying every week.
They won right now 14, right? Like some crap like that.
Right. But 17-13 is what I'm going with
100%
on this one. Because really, if you look at the Denver games, they've been in every game has been low scoring. And Russell Wilson has been straight up trash. Maybe they don't look so bad if Russell Wilson wasn't missing every receiver. Maybe they would be a better team. I don't know. So maybe Rippon coming. Maybe he's just a change difference. Maybe I don't know. But can he do any worse? Right, like you said earlier. Right. So what's the real loss here at this moment? This isn't Russell Wilson in Seattle. This is Russell Wilson of Seattle last year and the Denver Broncos this year. So I don't think that's much of a drop-off of what Denver's identity is right now in offense. So especially with the quarterback position. So I'll say 17-13.
Gotcha. Sunday Night Football, they did not flex this. Then again, they're going to flex this too, I guess. Steelers will be going to Miami. Miami is favoring this game heavily at 7.5 for some interesting reason. I believe Tua will be back. Yep, 7.5. Tua, I believe, will be back in this game. And a certain coach that used to be in the Miami coaching staff is the defensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers in Brian Flores. I wonder if it's a revenge game for the very team that forced him and others to sue the league itself. I wonder. You got anything on this, bro?
Yes, I do.
Storylines.
Carrie Underwood said, "We've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I guarantee you we're not waiting for this garbage." No, absolutely not. No.
We got MLB playoffs. We got NBA basketball. Like, I ain't watching everything but this bullshit.
I'm gonna say this game. This may be one of Sunday Night Football's NBC's duds of the year. Who knows? You could probably compare this game to, let's say, Halloween Ends, I guess. Who knows? And that was garbage.
Oh my God! That should have been my rant. Yo, you know what? Can I make up for it? Can I do my rant?
Go ahead.
Yo, Halloween Ends.
Hello, YOLO Danters, before we continue on.
Yes. Yo, and YOLO, do not. Listen, Scott, YOLO, whoever's watching this later. I'm sorry if I'm giving you any spoilers. But I'm giving you
your warning now.
A reason. Yeah, listen, I'm saving yourself some time, right? I'm honestly, and I try to tell Captain D that it's terrible, and he still didn't believe me, and he watched it, and he texted me 3 hours later saying that was the worst. And I told you, bro. Listen, when the F did Michael Myers ever become friends with people? One,
he did.
What the hell? He became friends with somebody, and then the guy beat him up later in the movie. It took his mask. Like what? Like what? This guy could crush your skull with his hand, and he's gonna let this Jimmy guy who has no superpowers just beat him up. Like I don't understand there. And bro, the movie was so poorly written. Yes. It was so horseshit. Like, dude, that would be like no joke. That would be like if any of the other iconic horror slashers like Freddy Krueger, Jason, if they were like, oh, I like this guy, man. You know what, man? Here, take my glove, go around, start, do my work for me. Like, bro, I was shocked. I'm like, what? Dude, the beginning wasn't bad. I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're doing this, like people are on edge and they're, now they're like killing each other because they're like freaking out and they're doing dumb. I kind of got that, right? But then when the guy fell and became friends with Michael Myers, and then they hang out in the cave, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what? And then the guy, and then all of a sudden, the lady can like tell by looking at his eyes that he is now turned into Michael Myers. What? What? What are you talking about? What? And he's dating the daughter. He's dating her daughter.
The granddaughter, yeah.
Bro, it was so, and then she's like getting like turned on by him beating people up. Like I'm like, what is going on? Bro, the movie was such a fucking disaster.
It was so bad.
I'm telling you guys, it was the worst shit. Worst, bro. That movie should have been an ass scene on like a straight to DVD. Remember back in the day, it was straight to DVD movie. That is your Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Bro, that's your Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. You know what I mean? That's your. By the way, I heard Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake was awful too. I didn't even watch it.
Awful. Garbage.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a straight to DVD movie. And if anyone ever says it's good, then I will never, ever listen to your word on any movie. Ever. I don't care because you clearly have terrible taste. All right, go ahead.
They made Season of the Witch before we go. They made Season of the Witch look decent. That's how bad it was.
Bro, it was so bad. It was so
like,
why, bro? That's what you came up with in the script. Like, are you fucking kidding me? For the last movie of Michael Myers, and then, bro,
that's not a hot take. Look at the comment. That's not a hot take. She was kind of high in her prime.
Yeah, she was. And then they crush him in a car grinder. Then he's all of a sudden so easy to beat up. Like all these movies. Michael Myers in, right? You shoot him to death, stab him in the face and the eye, and now you pin him against a kitchen thing and you beat him up. You like, I don't know, bro. It was so bad, poorly written. It was just, I hate seeing movies like, bro. I hate it, bro. I hate it. It took 2 hours of my life away, but all good, man. Anyways, go ahead.
My score will be Steelers win this game. I don't see how Tua is gonna come back from this one. And then Kenny Pickett may play in this game as well. It's gonna be that's gonna be an ugly game too. But I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh to win this game. Very ugly. But I'm not gonna be watching it, so who cares?
I like the receiver Pickens, by the way.
I like him too.
No, he's amazing.
I like him too.
Yeah.
I was hoping we drafted him, but we got Thorne instead. I don't hate it so far. But Pickens got hands, man. That I'm kind of a superstitious karma-ish type fellow, and the Brian Flores thing, it smells like something. It smells like something. And if Tua's gonna be their quarterback starting in this game, it smells like he might have a thing or two for Tua. And I'm really curious to see what it is, especially since Pittsburgh's secondary for the most part will be in this game, even though they beat the hell out of Tampa Bay without their secondary. I don't know how the hell that happened, but they will be healthy in this game at least. So Fitzpatrick and all of them will be in the backfield in this game. I wonder if Flores and Tomlin got something up their sleeves. I know in the pick'ems, fortunately, I picked Miami on a hurry. I kind of smelling Pittsburgh in this game too. I think I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh in this game too, man. I don't know what it is, and it's not on football logic. It's just something. My gut is telling me Pittsburgh got something for them, and I think I'm gonna go with them. I think I'm gonna go with them with a 24-17 victory, man. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna go with them.
I like it, and I'm gonna go in that same direction. So I'm gonna say Pittsburgh on a couple things. One, you got your old coach who knows you best coming to town. If you don't think he knows you, or like they don't ask him, hey, what's Tua do? You know, like, of course, that's the whole name of the game. They bring players in sometimes against opponents just to cut them a week later so they can give them some tips, right? So who knows you better than your old head coach? Who knows your weaknesses better than your old head coach? Then you got a Hall of Fame head coach, right? Going against a rookie head coach.
Scott, bro. Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
You're unbelievable, Scott.
What was
I'll tell you what.
With Schwarzenegger.
That was
the one with Schwarzenegger. She did that whole stripper scene in the hotel for him.
Wow.
Yeah, all I did was stare her boobs in that one too. If there are women watching, I apologize wholeheartedly.
What's that? You're talking about
Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. I remember that movie.
Is it True Lies?
Yes, True Lies.
True Lies. Yeah, True Lies. Yeah,
yes, I feel you on that, Scott. I feel you on that.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dolphins are actually not that bad this year with a healthy QB. They need to protect this dude though, because that was like
So
we covered that a lot. You know.
So back to exactly my point. So you got two coaches and by the way, Flores did a good job there. So but anyone that knows him best is Flores. Anyone that knows how to go against younger quarterbacks, younger head coaches, is Tomlin, right? So right there, I go to that advantage head coaches in general. Except for their OC is terrible, by the way, in Pittsburgh. But now Miami. So you got Tua coming back from a back injury. I'm gonna keep saying it because that's what he's calling it. It's total bullshit. I'm very curious if they attack his back, right? And they bring the pressure, and he goes out with another back injury, right? Because I'm telling you guys, I don't want it. Like, I'm not wishing it to happen, or I don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen. I'm telling you, it may not happen this game, but it's going to happen down the road, and it may not even be a concussion. It's just the way Tua cannot stay healthy. It followed him since high school. So Pittsburgh is going to get after Tua. It's his first game back. They're going to test him early. This is what I'm thinking. They're going to see if he could take the hit early. Okay, they're going to see if he's right. And I think it's going to be. I think Pittsburgh's going to play their best defense they've played since Buffalo, and they had a good. Let me tell you, when they played Buffalo, they had a good game plan. They rushed Josh Allen. They gave him fits without T.J. Watt. They were getting home, and we were having a tough time there for a little bit, finding our way. We finally did, but it was closer than I thought, and Pittsburgh brung a lot of pressure. And I think they're going to bring pressure against Tua because Tua is not a scrambler. He is a pocket passer. You would think he would be a scrambler, but he is not. He holds the ball long, and that is going to be his worst enemy, especially against a team that's going to bring the blitz. And that's what Pittsburgh's going to do. They're going to bring pressure. I'm curious if Miami knows this. They're going to try to get the ball out early and make their playmakers make plays like Tyreek Hill, Waddle. Right. They're going to have to, but the problem is, after the first read, that's where you start to see Tua hold the ball a little bit longer. Our mistake in our game against Tua was when he went off his first read, we had no pressure. So Tua got to sit back there and go, okay, I see Waddle now. Bro, he had so much time. You get after him, I'm telling you, Tua just he gets flustered, he goes down, and he could potentially get hurt. But either way, I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I think Pickett, if he plays, which they're saying he is,
I think he is.
I'm telling you, I think he's going to be an okay quarterback in this thing.
I don't know about great. I like him.
Yeah, but I like his toughness. I think he's limited in some areas, but I like his toughness. I like his accuracy so far. I like that he gives his receivers an opportunity. I love Pickens, right? I think that guy's going to be a beast. So it's going to be an interesting matchup there, but I'm going to say Pittsburgh. I'm going to say Pittsburgh 24-16. 24-16 Pittsburgh.
Basically my score. All right. Basically. We're on the same page, man. 100%.
Yeah.
The final time we're going to go off topic for just 1 second. Scott, of course you rewatched that. After I just said the scene that happens, of course you rewatched it. I see where your head is at, brother. Okay. The final game. This won't take very long. Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. We will be going to Foxborough.
The Bears.
Yeah.
New England wins by at least 20 points, by 20 points. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Damn.
This is going to be really bad. The Bears can't score points. I mean, look at who our quarterback is. The man can barely throw for over 160 yards. It's so horrible. The defense is going to make him wish that he wasn't a quarterback today on this day. But I have them winning this game 30-10.
Oh, we're gonna score 30. That means that we're gonna score on defense then.
Yeah, 30-10.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Belichick is gonna have his way with this. Take that as you will with this quarterback. You're gonna see this in back-to-back weeks. By the way, for a preview for next week, also when he plays Zach Wilson. When a quarterback doesn't do his reads right, when a quarterback likes to hold the ball for 48 years, when a quarterback doesn't have many weapons, when a quarterback doesn't have a good offensive guidance on the coaching staff, all that spells destruction, especially for not just the best coach ever, just a mediocre defensive coach will have his way with that kid, as most people have done all year. So against Bill Belichick and this now newly speedy-ish defense going against this kid, this is going to be bad. To the point where I don't even know how much I'm paying attention to this game, to be 100% honest. I have it on the TV, and I'll just be doing something else, surfing the web, watching the movie, do something at the same time. This kid is not going to have a fun day, and Chicago is going to continue having their quarterback offensive woes they've had their entire franchise existence. Okay? I'm not going to go as far as to what Trevor said, or apparently Scott saying we're going to win 33-13. I like 24-7. I like that. I'm going to give them one touchdown at the end of the game. We'll get 24. One of them probably be a fumble 6 because he doesn't throw the ball accurate enough to catch interceptions. So he'll probably just get strip sacked or something, and he'll fumble the ball or scrambling something. That's what he does, because that's another problem he has. The minute he feels pressure, he's off to run and doesn't like to take any reads or do any quarterback-ish things. Mind you, I'm making him sound like the worst quarterback in NFL history. He's not the worst quarterback in NFL history, but he has a lot of problems that he's not getting guided out of in his college mentality. So that's a big problem with him. So, sorry, kid. Another rough one for you on Monday night, man.
Yeah. Bad Monday night game, by the way.
Yes.
Terrible. What's NFL? Like, there's no other games they could like, bro, I'll be honest with you. The KC San Francisco game, I'm not shitting on you guys, but let's flex that to Monday. I mean, what that's more interesting.
Fox was giving that game up. Nope.
I know. I know. I'm just saying, like, I would have enjoyed, like, like, this is terrible. Like, Chicago on a Monday night. Fact, like, we would say that. Yeah. I mean, it's not even really you guys. More Chicago based. They're so fucking bad. So yeah, man. Their quarterback is terrible. Like, he is not good. He's not, to Juan's point, he's not the worst. Fields isn't the worst quarterback ever. I mean, that's probably Nate Peterman. But God, he is very, very limited. Very limited. He is a running quarterback. Pressure, he's gone. He just doesn't give his receivers like anything. He gives them nothing. He doesn't give them an opportunity to make a play because he's off to the races, and that won't work in the NFL, man. That will not work, and it's not. Yeah, go ahead. What's the same? But true lies. Right. I'm gonna say Chicago scores. God, I don't even like to give them a touchdown, bro. When I saw them, what did they play on Thursday, right? They lost against
the Commanders.
Yeah, and they had a chance at the end of the game there.
And he missed 2 wide open touchdown passes.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, your defense has been playing very good. I just don't know if they get in, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I know you're giving them a touchdown late. I'm going to give them 9 points. So I'm going to say,
okay.
But yeah, I'm not crazy about your offense either. And Mac Jones is first game back, so you don't know necessarily how he's going to play.
Defense. So
yeah, against a decent defense. I don't know if they're good.
Yeah,
I would say
okay,
they're
I'll go with that. Decent.
Yeah,
average.
I would say they can make plays here and there, but they're inconsistent in their gameplay. I'm gonna say 23-9. 23-9. It could be, honestly though, to Trevor's credit, it could be 30-9. It could be, because there could be a turnover and a defensive touchdown, and that could make it 30-9. So I'm gonna say 23 for now. However, it could be 30. It could be 20. I hate this.
Chicago.
God, what should I say? You know what? I'll go 30-9. Fuck it. I'll go with my turnover prediction. 30-9.
Ooh. Yeah. This slate sucks this week.
It was terrible.
Telling you, apple picking Sunday. Telling you. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining in today. The chat actually has been booming the entire stream, and I saw the live stuff, the live people watching. I love all y'all for sticking around the entire show. It's been full the entire time. Thank you guys very much.
Awesome.
Scott, you're always the MVP of the you own the comment section every time. Mikey, thanks for stopping by again for the limited time that you have. And who was the other person? I don't want to forget you.
It was up there. They came in late.
Yeah.
It was Yoda something cars. Yoda cars.
Yoda, YOLO dancers or something like
that.
Yeah.
Yes, YOLO dancers. Thank you very much for coming in late. I appreciate you very much. We'll be back in your channel next week, right?
Yeah. Captain D's still working on internet, guys. So he's not. Unfortunately, Comcast is down. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So he has no internet, nothing.
He's
So
out for the season. Like, what's up, man? Season ending injury.
He's on the IR right now. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Well, God
he's
bless
on the
him.
pup
He
list.
comes back soon.
Yep.
But we'll be on Mafia Sports Report next week. The founding of this show. We'll be back over there. But until then, guys, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you very much. Peace out.
Go Bills.
Why not? Whatever.